So the juggling act of having so many abilities and gifts, man, is trying to really figure out which basket to put the most eggs in. Cause like, you know, in the hip hop culture, especially urban culture, people hate to see people do more than one thing. They hate it. Every now and then they make exceptions, like Donald Glover, they let him live. Like, hey, he wants to write, let him write. He wants to be stand-up comedian, let him be stand-up comedian. He wants to rap this album, sing the next one, let's let him do it. But everybody doesn't always get that luxury. So I used to always get mad when people used to be like, yo, I didn't even know you rap. But now I'm like, yo, it's kind of dope because I'm making new impressions. So as opposed to being that guy who's like, you've been trying to rap forever. Like, I'm actually impacting new people in a different way with the new moves I'm making. So I think that's great. Radio's great. Is it the hardest thing I do? No, because I get on there and just literally speak my mind and just try to, you know, just slide my little commentary in there. So that's barely work other than the fact that I have to wake up in the morning to do it. Dish Nation, it's fun. I used to like, on some Slumdog Millionaire type shit, I used to go to sleep right after Entertainment Tonight went off. Like, you know, on ABC, Channel 7 in New York, because I liked entertainment news and I felt like, you know what? Me knowing this shit's gonna come in handy one day. So fast forward mad years and I'm doing an entertainment news show and it's like, yo, thanks John Tesh. Cause like, yo, I used to always be like, yo, I wanna do a show like John Tesh, but I wanna be able to wear my hoodie and have dreads. And fast forward mad years, I was able to do it. So that's fun to me because it was like a lifelong dream checked off. Like, I like entertainment news. I like telling people what's going on. So boom, I get to do that. Far as the music thing, you know, going back to that, it's my #1 love. I love music more than I love anything that I get paid way more to do. Like, I get paid way less to do music than I get paid to do everything else because it's a different time. And the type of music I make is not, I wanna say it has preservatives in it because I think it's like stuff that could last the test of time, but it's like mad organic. So I'm making organic music that I think will matter later, that like, you know, even when I'm 60, I would still feel somewhat comfortable going on stage and rocking these records. There's a lot of people who literally can't do that, you know, because of like the message in the music and just the headspace that a lot of those records were created in. So I'll make music whether there's money in it or not because it's a coping mechanism for me. It's therapy. It's a way for me to tell on myself without, you know, like any real repercussion because like a lot of times music is truth disguised as art. So I definitely enjoy doing that and I just love the reaction that people get by us creating these moments, especially like, you know, when you're doing like a freestyle or something and people are seeing that, yo, this is like off the top and something I'm doing like right now in the moment. And, you know, I love that. So I juggle it all poorly, but they all get their equal attention. And then I didn't even get a chance to tell you about the comedy stuff I'm working on, you know? So and on the top of like, you know, the radio, the TV, the music stuff, there's this project I'm working on with my guy 4 Eyes, who's actually from Chicago, and another character by the name of Hugh George. It's called the Live Comedy Mixtape. And the best way to describe it is Saturday Night Live to a beat. We travel with the show, we book comedians that handle the first hour of the show, and then the second hour of the show is hip hop sketch comedy. In like their stories and they rhyme and the premises are bizarre. Every place we've gone, like we've either sold out or damn near close to it. And people walk away like with just this rejuvenated experience because it's like the perfect blend of hip hop and comedy. And what we want to do with this, hopefully, as time progresses, is not only get it on actual television, but also make this possibly the first hip hop or comedy show that your kids go to. Because like on like some cities where we're gonna do tour nights, the 7 o'clock show will be the all ages show, the 9 o'clock show is like the rated R show. But you still get great content, but you know, just altered sketches. So it's coming to a city near you. You can go to livecomedymixtape.com to like, you know, check out some of the, you know, sketches and videos that we got up already. And there's way more content coming down the pipeline. Yeah, like the last big show we did was at the City Winery in Atlanta, and it was amazing from top to bottom. Ed Lover was the host. We had Vanessa Fraction, Ronnie Jordan, Fat Man Deezy, Zilla Vodness. Those were the comedians. They completely obliterated the comedy hour. The second hour, we did some really interesting sketches, and we had some dope surprise guests. I don't know if you guys watched Lil Women in Atlanta. We did a sketch where like if karaoke bars were like a Pokemon card battle. So instead of having to sing yourself, you could play a card and that particular thing would come out and sing for you. So the first card that we played was the Anthony David card, who's like a really popular like singer in the neo soul world. He came out, razzle dazzled, rocked the crowd. Then the second card that got played was the Brat card. So then the Brat comes out, rocks some joints, hit him with a dope little acapella. Crowd was shocked, they didn't expect to see her. And then the third card we played was Juicy from Lil Women Atlanta. She came out and did a very interesting rendition of SZA's The Weeknd. And the crowd ate it up, because it's just a bunch of surprises and you don't know what's gonna happen next. Positive K came out at the end of a sketch where we was trying to holler at a girl and he came through and hit her with the I Got a Man joint. The musical guest was nice and smooth. They shut the show down and everybody had a great time, man. Like, you know, and our thing with the live comedy mixtape, when you come to a show for 2 hours, you don't have any problems in the world. You know, your bills ain't due. You know what I'm saying? You ain't sick. You know what I'm saying? Your boss ain't harassing you at work. You ain't dealing with your annoying boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever. You know, like, we want to take you away from the stresses of the world for 2 hours at a live comedy mixtape show. So when you see that name, know what it is, come up, you're gonna have a great time. I mean, on top of all that other stuff, I definitely want to delve more into acting. I've been working with an acting coach, so I'm not me every time I'm playing something. Like, I just recently was in Star, and it was dope. I played me, and Brat played herself. Smell an Oscar. But, you know, but I want to definitely like branch out and break outside the box and do some more in-depth roles where I really got to work for it, you know? I'm in a movie called Canal Street where I play me, but it's a dope movie. It comes out in 2018, this year, that we're sitting in right now, and it's about race relations and circumstantial situations that could put people in a bad space. It's a really dope movie with an all-star cast. Be on the lookout for that. But ultimately, my game plan is to write and perhaps produce films. I think I have like some dope horror movie franchise ideas that I want to definitely get popped off. I got this cartoon that I'm in the pre-stages of like trying to get developed, but you know, it's all in order. Got to get, you know, these birds out of the coop first, and then I'll work on the other stuff, but it's all coming in due time. I mean, basically the team, actually, we really just formed like Voltron recently. Like, I mean, the parts are still fresh, learning how to operate. You know, I got 2 managers, Jonathan Stevens, Paul Lewis. My publicist is Christy Love. As far as agents go, we're in talks with one that has 3 letters in it. And hopefully the ink will be dry on that real soon and we could really take this to the next level. Because, like, you know, I'm here to work. And I want to share my art and my passions with people and hopefully make, you know, the world a better place by what we create.